Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about what is being discussed in a lot of discussion threads, and it's all about Ye and his nitrous oxide use following his recent meltdown on social media, wherein he has been going off on everyone and everything. Now, guys, I want to use this moment to implore to anyone out there who might be having any medical challenges. It doesn't matter if it is mental or not. Remember that medical conditions are oftentimes not bought. And as such, if you have a medical condition, especially as it relates to your mental health, please get help. Please ask for help. Do not be afraid to speak. Do not be afraid to express what you're going through, because help is out there. It's harder for you to get help when you're in denial and no one knows what you're going through. Ye came and he told us that he was diagnosed with autism. And I remember someone who knows a lot reached out to me when he said that 2.5 years ago. And hence why I can see this pattern. This person reached out to me over 2.5 years ago. And when he said he has autism and not bipolar, the individual said to me, "Sir, this is what he does every time he's about to hit a manic episode. He tries to make excuse for himself, thinking that it's going to help him when it's only going to hurt him." And that was over 2.5 years ago. The other day, we saw Ye doing a sit down with Justin LaBoy. In that sit down, he said, "My wife is educated," and she was like, "Babe, you don't have bipolar. I think it's something else going on." And he went and they said he has autism. No. I'm not going to dispute whether he has autism or not. However, I believe that it is so clear at this time that Ye is having a manic episode. And as such, what has been discussed in a lot of discussion threads, and we're talking about on Reddit. I've seen these discussions on Twitter, but Twitter, it's a lot, because on Twitter, when they were talking about his nitrous oxide use, they're sharing screenshots of Ye admitting to this nitrous oxide use. Now, it is said that the dentist collects up to $1 million a month for this nitrous oxide that he administers to Ye allegedly. And do you guys remember that time when Milo had written that sworn affidavit and everyone said that Milo was a clout chaser? Do you guys remember that dentist said that Milo was a clout chaser who was just seeking attention? But now that everything is playing out in the sense that it has, wherein it was revealed that every time Ye goes into withdrawal from the nitrous oxide, that's when he ends up in a manic episode, and we could see that. And when I, saw his response on Twitter of him admitting to the nitrous oxide use, it's very, very sad, and it's very horrible to know that, because people have been so afraid to tell Ye, get help. Milo was one of the only people who was willing to jeopardize everything. I'm not saying that Milo isn't, ripping off Ye. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying for a fact is that we can see that Milo has definitely taken some steps to help him. But no, on Twitter, they're saying that it really goes to show that these celebrities need to be careful with what doctors and dentists they're seeing, because to know that a dentist took millions of dollars from Ye while deteriorating his mental health, instead of recommending and directing Ye to get the proper health care that he needs, many people are saying that this dentist should be held accountable as well, because this should not have happened. And I do agree too, because how is it that you're going to sit down and because of your own greed, you're going to sit there and you're going to administer something to someone that is only going to damage them to the long run? I remember when people said, oh, he was just taking the nitrous oxide because he doesn't want to take the harsh stuff, honey. The long-term use that Ye has been on this nitrous oxide, because what they're saying on Twitter is that he's been on it for about 6 years or more. And they are saying that there are other stuff that he also takes, because people are now talking, they're spilling the beans, because they're saying that Ye's current situation is scary. It is very scary. And they're wondering, is it that Ye will be able to pull himself out of this addiction, because he's sinking mentally. But I think it's up to Ye to make the decision when he's well, but I can only do this. I can only encourage people not to encourage his bad behavior. I can only say to people, stop enabling his behavior. Stop saying that nothing is wrong with him. Stop saying he doesn't need any help. Stop enabling bad behavior. But for now, Twitter is talking, and there are some songs that sounds like Ye, wherein it's the songs or the lyrics in those contents, they are suggesting that Ye is saying, yes, he abused Bianca, yes, he's on drugs, and yes, he's a Nazi, and yes, he's a this, and yes, he's a that. Some of those songs, they're just AI. So please be mindful, because they're about to do a lot of mess with his name. Already they've started. They're doing a lot of mess with his name. But guys, I just wanted to leave you guys at that. And I want to implore to you guys, get the help that you need. Do not be ashamed of talking to others, and do not be ashamed of reaching out for help. That's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Peace.